going on, collectors? Optical 20 here for another video review. We want to thank our friends from Asmus Collectibles for sending me these figures, Merry and Pippin. And also, if you're interested in purchasing this figure, check out the link down below. They're still available on their website, and also at BigBadToyStore.com. Awesome site. So if you want to, purchase any Lord of the Rings figures, you gotta check them out. Merry and Pippin, as you can see here, beautiful boxes. I reviewed it on Grishnak. I hope I'm pronouncing it right, but they really turned the corner as far as boxes is concerned, especially with this new thin boxes. Once I received this figure, obviously they come in a package. You can't buy them separately, as far as I know. I checked the website, but they're pretty affordable. It's like a price of one figure, so I don't really complain. But you can see there, it's really thin, and I love it. As collectors, as you know, space is really important to us, especially when you go into this mode where you have more than 10 figures already. If you combine them, you put them on a brown shipper, they look like a regular die-cast figure from Iron Man or so. So you open this up, you can see there Pippin, 1500, 290 out 1500. So it is really rare and collectible. They're numbered, and here comes Merry, who he looks mad on this picture, but this is not the first review on YouTube. As you can see there, they're in a clamshell. They're not in the foam case that I am used to from Asmus, but that's okay. It gets the job done. Normally in a dual pack like this, I am gonna review the like the accessories and whatnot on both figures. They're fairly identical though. Outside of the bag, it's pretty much the same hands, the same cloak, and the same pipe. So you'll see it here. It still comes. It comes with a pretty decent amount of accessories, as you can see here. This is the robe. You can see there. That's the leaf. If you've seen the movie, you know what it stands for. The clothing is really good. There's some few points that I like, and I also some points that I don't like. I'm gonna call it how it is. I've been praising Asmus Collectibles for quite some time now. Although I wouldn't say they took a step back with this release, because this was released before Saruman. But this is one that I wish they would have done better. Not their finest work, obviously, but hey, it's still pretty good because of the price. I'm gonna put it up there just because of the price. As you can see there, that's the pipe that you smoke, and that's the Elven Dagger. I guess it's Elven Dagger. It looks like one. It's not bad, but it's not die cast, made out of plastic. There's some nice detail right there, but it feels a bit light. More plasticky, even though it's not plastic, more of a rubber thing. Like I said, this is not one of their finest work. Clothing-wise, it's pretty excellent. Accessories, can't complain. Especially like I said, for the price point that you're getting them for. This is the the belt that comes with a sheath, so you can kind of holster his dagger right there. Pretty nice, paint application there. It's pretty decent. You can always say they could have done better, but I don't mind. So that's cool right there. And then if you move forward here, you can see for Pippin, I believe you get the backpack from Merry, or I'm getting them wrong, I guess I reverse, but yeah, that's how it is. So you get the bag and the backpack. So it all depends on how you display them, but you can I managed to put them all on the figure. There's some stuffing inside, so you can still put some stuff, like I do put their cigar inside, so it's not that bad. And also, like I said, you can put them in. You see the foot. It's pretty awesome right there. As you know, they are known for the foot. This Hobbit, they have big feet with some hairy feet. One thing I would give them props on is the outfit. The outfit of the figure is awesome. And this is the best part of this. I believe that Asmus is pretty good in listening to their fan base, and I think they know that the head sculpt is not the greatest. Although that outfit is disgusting in a good way. Once again, they're pretty good at that. With Grishnak, he's just ugly but beautiful at the same time. Like this guy's feet. Everything else is good. You know, the outfit, I believe the body's pretty stiff. It's a nice solid body. I like it. Really no complaints whatsoever. Even the accessories, I mean, there's really only so much that you can give this to, guys. But you know, the head sculpt is one thing, I guess, that kind of separates them. But it's okay, as you can see here. So that's why I'm highlighting the good points right here. As you know from my review, there's some good points and bad points, but fortunately, everything else is good for this one. I know the head sculpt is, you know, a big factor, if not the most important factor in any collectible figure. But in their case, I've read it that, you know, that Asmus is willing to give them a separate expression, so to speak. So, but other than that, as you can see here, all the details, their foot, the mud on, you know, on their feet, the outfit is outstanding. I like the colors that they used. It might not be, I don't know, like the at least on their box, it kind of baffles me because they use a different color of cloak, and then it's not exactly the same coat. I mean, yeah, the coat as well, but the cloak that they use are not exactly the same ones. But overall, I think it's great, because if you think about the price point, they're coming out as $99 each. But as you can see here, Mary looks, I don't know, it's the likeness is, it's there. Obviously, if you try to take a picture, it's a lot better because you can manipulate it. I mean, I can do that on the video, but I don't want to cheat you guys. On picture, it's a lot easier because, you know, you can play with contrast and brightness, you know, like hue and saturation. One of the biggest complaints that I heard was their cheeks looks like they went tanning, and there's some truth to that. But at least on Mary, I think it's the, I don't know, the lip is there, because I'm as I'm doing this, you know, voiceover, I'm looking at his picture. I was like, where did they go wrong? I mean, so I can see Mary in there. Obviously, it's not spot on, but I guess the cheeks, the hair could have been better. You can see him there. You know, that's the best version so far, but it's not saying much. Now, Pippin on the other side is a whole lot better than Mary, at least in my opinion, as far as getting close is concerned. If you like me, you know, love taking photographs of my my figures, it is I can make him look good. You know, I can tell you right now, I can take out the blush on his cheeks, and you can kind of see what you're working with. It's pretty much the same as their Aragorn. Aragorn is there, the likeness is there. It's not spot on though, but it's there. You know, with a growing company like Asmus, and also like these guys are a much later release, as you've seen with their Gandalf. And I've seen on forums that people are bashing. I was like, dude, Gandalf is great. I don't know what they're talking about, but I love Gandalf. I think the likeness is there. It's, if not spot on, you know. I mean, in this day and age, unless, you know, there's certain figures that are spot on, but for the most part, you know, as long as it's close, especially with their price point, I'm happy with it. So as you can see here, I put in his cloak with his backpack. So it is possible. I mean, it depends on what look you're going for. I want to utilize all of his, you know, like accessories and all that stuff. So that's why I put the backpack in there. It's kind of squished in, but it's okay. You know, make it work. One thing that I wish it would have came with was a stand. Yes, their feet are stable enough, as you can see here, but if you start putting them in a rotating base, you know, you can kind of have to put their legs apart to make sure that the center of balance is there. But you know, it just adds a base. You know, I mean, I tried using the regular base, but they're too short. So I guess that's one of the reasons why they didn't come with one, because they gotta formulate a new base. But if you think about it, it's only the height of the grabber. I don't know. They could have used like the waist grabber and then, you know, put him on his chest or something like that. I don't know. But I wish it did came with one, because as I was doing this review, you know, he can stand pretty solid by himself. But my DTOF is not, my flooring. See, it fell. Yeah, my flooring is not really even. So, you know, if I don't put, you know, something to level down my DTOF when I open the door and whatnot, normally he's the first down who falls. And that's a bit of a concern. And also I wanna put them together with this beautiful monster. I mean, if you gotta check them out, guys. If you haven't seen my review, please do so. This guy is really limited, 500 pieces, and I know I got one, and then some reviewers got them. So there's only few for the public here. So I would definitely check him out. He's really beautiful, as you can see there. But they do complement each other really nicely, as you know from the scene from Two Towers. There you go. That's the gang. They're all living in harmony right now. He doesn't want to eat their foot, their legs. But yeah, beautiful pieces. I'm for $200. And mind you, I bought this. They didn't really send this to me for free. So I bought it with my own money. Do I have any regrets? Not. I mean, if they charge me $200 per figure, then I'll be pretty pissed. Because first and foremost, the height, but you can see they're nicely scaled with Gandalf. But for $99 each, you can't expect perfection for $99 each. It's licensed as well, so I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with this purchase. Am I glad? Do I wish they would have been better? Of course. But if their biggest, I would say their biggest weakness is their head sculpt. And they went out and then they said that they are exploring different expressions, and hopefully those are better head sculpt down the line. Let's say they sell it for, I don't know, $30. I would happily buy it, because that means $60 for each figure. Once you replace that, there would be no discussion. If this was if they turn out to be a great head sculpt, right off the bat, for $200, it is a total steal. But because it's not, I would say it's still pretty fair. Is it an excellent purchase? Probably not. But for, like I said, $99 each, guys. I hope you don't lose track of the amount of money we're spending here. So I understand it's not perfect, but you got to put that in consideration, that it's not worth $200 per figure. With that being said, I'm still glad that I have them. I wish we would complete the fellowship by now. So thank you for watching, guys, and until next time.